This video will help you with the G5 standard. It's also Chapter 5 material. Here are some of the main ideas that you need to know. The sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. So given three numbers, let's see, we have like 3, 2, and 1. You add up the two smallest numbers, see if they are greater than the third. 2 plus 1 is not greater than 3, it's equal to it, so that would not make a triangle. Another idea that you need to know is that given two sides of the triangle, the two numbers, basically you just want to add and subtract. So let's say I have two numbers. Let's do 3 and 2. If I add those, I get 5, and if I subtract, I get 1. That means that the third number must be less than 5, but greater than 1. It's going to be in between. So sides that would work would be like 2, 3, and 4. Another idea that we need is that in a triangle, the smallest side is across from the smallest angle, and the biggest angle is across from the biggest angle. Okay, let's look at some practice questions. Which list has the sides of triangle ABC ordered from longest to shortest? So we look in the triangle, the biggest angle is 75. That means that the longest side is across from that. So I'm going to put an L. The medium angle is 55, so across from that is the medium side. Smallest angle is 50, across from that is small. Pay attention to order. This says longest to shortest, so the longest side is BC. So I want BC, AB, and then AC. Should be choice J. Make sure a lot of times that, if there's not a picture provided, you should probably draw one. So this one says 3 survey markers are located on a map. They're called points H, I, and J. A triangle is formed by connecting these 3 points. HJ is 245. IJ is 365. And HI is 150. Okay, so which statement is true about the measures of the angles of triangle HIJ? So the longest side is JI, which means that the biggest angle is H. The smallest side is HI, which means the smallest angle is J. And the last angle has to be the medium angle. So just go through all the statements and see which one is true. It says H is the smallest. That's not true. H is the largest. That is true. I is the smallest. It's actually the medium one. And I is the largest. That's false. So B is the correct answer. Two sides of a triangle measure 14 and 8 inches, which cannot be. Watch out for this. A lot of these questions, like the concepts are pretty easy, so they throw in stuff like which one does not work, and that tends to normally throw me off, so just be careful about that. Which cannot be the length of the remaining side. So what you can do is if you have two measurements, you want to add them up and also subtract. So 14 plus 8 is 22, and 14 minus 8 is 6. Okay, so anything that's in between here is going to work. So that means that 8 works, 14 and 21 work. 6 does not work because it's equal to one of those boundaries. Okay, in the triangle shown, we know all the side lengths. Which statement is true about the angles? Okay, we'll just label them. So across from 11, that's the largest. Across from 7, that's the smallest. Across from 8 is the medium one. Which statement is true? R is the greatest, that's false. G is the greatest, also false. R is the least, that is true. John wants to make a triangular garden. Which of the following are possible dimensions? Remember, you want to add up the two smallest and see if they're greater than the third. So 4 plus 5 is 9, not greater than 10, so that doesn't work. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 is not greater than 12, so that does not work. 6 plus 8 is 14, and 14 is greater than 10, so that does work. Let's go ahead and check the last one just to make sure. 8 plus 12 is 20, and 20 is not greater than 20. Make sure you always find, if you know two angles, go ahead and find the third. I don't care what type of problem it is, it's probably going to help you out. And it's a really easy piece of information to find out. So these two angles add up to 100, which means the last angle has to be 80. Now I can list the sides from shortest to longest. So across from 40, that's the smallest angle, so across from that's the shortest side, medium, and large. Okay, this is another range question where you need to add and subtract. So 24 plus 43 would be 67. 43 minus 24 would be 19. So that's what you would just plug those right in there. It'd be like a drag and drop type question. Alright, so now you should complete the G5 worksheet. Check your answers on Blackboard. When you're finished, try the quiz on iTest. Good luck.